This is If My People Bible Reading, part 1, 2, 4. We're ready to start the book of Ezekiel, and it's a big one. And there's a hoopah coming up and a ooh-wah with a lot of ministries that do not like what I'm about to say and it illustrate. And when I sit down with them one-on-one, when I can, and we do, they don't deny it. I have had no one deny me one-on-one, but in public, the great majority of the Christian institutionalized name it and claim it, um, prosperity, and just plain out there in outer space churches that control almost everything, including the 30,000 Bibles, 30,000 denominations, which is stunning. Like they don't agree with each other at all, yet they would attack this because each one would have to admit what they've been saying for since about 800 A.D. in writings, altered from the Nicene, the several times that they met and altered and changed things to fit the religions. The Bibles stay mostly the same. It's their dogma, it's their doctrines and traditions of men. So I'm not attacking the Bibles. The Bibles, I grew up on their Bibles, all kinds of their Bibles. One of them I cared for years, the Schofield. I think that's that one right there. That's Schofield. That thing is very errant now. That's the Rapture. That's the Rapture. But that came off after written in the 1890s and published in early 1900. And yeah, it's just not even close to being correct. But the words written, I have highly respect for. The King James, New King James, no problem with them. The Vulgates and all these chain references and stuff that you've never read, and the things in Greek and the things in Latin and so forth, they serve their time for the purpose and whatever. But these are the latter days, and wisdom is coming out. You dig, you dig, you dig, and the wisdom comes out. So what I'm about to show you in detail, I'm going to do it with me off camera because I'm going to show you through documents and some illustrations. So are you ready? Open your mind. Ask Yahweh to give you wisdom. Test everything. Don't trust anything I'm saying. Relax. Don't have a moo cow. Just watch and listen. Okay. If we go to Israel today, we go to Israel. And there's 4 quarters of it. It's been separated. It's not a country of Israel, and it's a state allowed by the originally the League of Nations, and then of course now it's considered a, a city state, so to speak. Now here's the Western Wailing Wall. Okay. Now there happens to be, and I'll show you another picture. There happens to be a highway today going right here. And this is the only area, pay attention to what I'm saying, the only area that has been plowed under, according to the Word. According to the Word, the Temple Mount will be plowed under. This cannot be plowed under. It's rock. And this area still exists today since 800 something. So it's called the Temple Mount of Haram el-Sharif. There's your Dome of the Rock. And there's the magic story of Muhammad having a dream where he flies through a horse and lands over here somewhere. And the stories have been told by Christians, by Jews, by everyone that this is where Abraham was going to sacrifice his son at the directions of Yahweh. Okay, are we there? And here's the Al-Aqsa Mosque. People get this confused with the mosque. It's the dome. and this is a mosque. Okay, this is a hard area, and there's some dugout areas underneath. Key point, no water here, folks, no water. Key point to if this had been the site, then there would have been continuous cleansing of the temple and the oblation area and everything because of the blood and gore. This is a view that we're up on we're on the east looking west. This is looking westward. Okay, northern, see the northern, southern, the Hinan Valley, the Mount of Olives, the Kidron down here, the Gihon Springs, which comes out here, flows down through here, goes down through here, continuous water supply. This is where the temple was and how we're going to show that. Now, what is that today? It's a highway. Can people put anything holy on it? No. This is the Ophel area. This is where David would have had his, and David and Solomon would have kept their, in their large home, so to speak, in the city of David. Okay? It's just right there. It's just a picture. This is what I want you to talk about. The Western Wall is on the west side. That's why it's called the Western Wall. And Fort Antonium, this is where they say it was. In other pictures, they say it was up here. In other pictures, they say it was up here. If you're trying to defend a temple, then you would have had it actually there because the temple would be here. Also, the water flows down here, so you got to have your water. You got to have your site and your location. Fits right here. It doesn't fit any other way. There's no way to make it fit. Everything written and compared to doesn't make it fit. So again, City of David, the Ophel, which is actually here, the temple site here, and look, highway passes through there today. This is Mount Olives to the east. This is north. Okay, and this is the Western Wall. Okay, Temple Mount area here, which is claimed to be the Temple Mount, and there's your dome right there. Are you with me? Are you okay? And the water here that flows, the Gihon Spring, is here. It's here, not here, 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 here. It's here, and everything flows down until you have Solomon's pool area, which was there. All right, are you still with me? So nothing fits where they say it is. Now here's what I mean by nothing fits. I better check my time, see how we're doing. 8 minutes, 14 seconds. Okay, doing all right. So let's go up here now. Now we get to the book of Ezekiel. That's why I put it here in the book of Ezekiel. So this is the city today. Down here, if you're looking, right here, would be the city of David, the Ophel, the Temple Mount, and then the four corners of the city. And right about here, Western Wall, and then is the dome. Okay, are you with me? This is the city of Jerusalem. And it's about 12 miles, 12 miles, 12 miles. Now, this is the Ezekiel vision. So the city is kind of here, there, and everywhere. But so much is going to be destroyed in the last days as the Bible says it is. So this is going to be the future millennial site of the city of Jerusalem. And people from all over the world, from the north to south, the east to the west, are going to come in through this area here and come into the city where the water will be flowing from this area south. Now, if you look at this particular area, it shows north like this. It's drawn wrong. That's not true north. True north goes like this. It's at a 5-6 degree angle pointing westward. So if you take a look at this area and you go true north, you go to the oblation area where it's supposed to be. This is supposed to be the sanctuary. This is supposed to be the temple area that was supposed to have been built, visioned, given to Ezekiel through Yahweh. and given before the Babylonian return. The people of Babylonians that came back from the Jews, Judah, the tribes that came with them, those that were grafted in, they did not do anything what I'm showing you. Now, this is right out of Ezekiel. This is the area, and the 12 tribes, 3 on each side, will surround the city where Yahweh lives. That's the new name. Right now, Jerusalem is called Sodom and Egypt. Checking my time again, sorry. I am at 10. I'm okay. Worrying about that a little bit, sorry. All right. The portion oblation. This is right out of Ezekiel. Remember what you're looking at here. This is in reeds, and you got to understand it. It's also in miles. 1,440 square miles. Interesting. 1,440 square miles. The oblation for the Levites. This is why everybody brings all kinds of offerings to at the appointed times every year for 1,000 years to give to the Levites, and surrounded by the 144,000 priests of the people. Understand? Levites for Yahweh, sanctuary. And now let's see the sanctuary. If we take this sanctuary and we bring it down, now this is the size of the Ezekiel vision temple, and we bring it down, and we try to make it fit the city, not even thinking about the oblation area, not even thinking about the prince's portion and all these other things, not thinking about anything, just that. Here it is. There it is. This is the entire size. Now we can fit a little bit onto the current side of the so-called temple area, and it would fit, but this won't fit. It won't fit. It's not even close. It's not even close. And you also have to consider the oblation area. If you put the oblation area, you don't have anything that fits anywhere at all on the map. Nothing fits. It doesn't fit, folks. What you've been taught by devout Jews. By the way, devout Jews are devout. They know certain things, and they've got memorized inside and out. They got it down. They only have to memorize about 1/10 what you do because they don't follow the rest of Scripture. They don't. So yeah, they can fit it and get a little tefillin and walk around with a little box on their head and wrap leather around their wrist until it goes numb. Where did they get these strange things from? You got to bless them a little bit, because some of them, who, and I don't know who they are either, are going to finally wake up, hello, and recognize that Yeshua is the Son of Yahweh and the only begotten one. And he was the first one that came. He was actually at the first advent. That was him. And guess what? He's coming back a second time. Jews never understood that. They thought there were two messiahs. One is a lamb running the government. One is a lion running as a commander in general that kills people and takes care of all the world and turns them into slaves for them. Yep, that's what they say. And then on the other side, we have Christians who belong to all these false organizations with animal names and so forth, Masonic lodges and Knights of Columbus and all this Illuminati crap. And they think that they're going to be running things. They're trying to run things now through the finances of the government. Okay? So the point is, nothing fits. It's a huge lie. The Christians who just cheated and lied right out of what the Jewish scholars said are saying the same thing, only different to make it fit their little Jesus model. Holy smokes. This is what's everywhere on the internet, everywhere written in books. And it's going to come to an end because Yahshua is going to come and straighten out everyone, including his shepherds, especially his sheep. And for those that do not hear and obey during that time, I'm sorry. It's iron scepter rule, and too bad for them. It's just too bad. Until then, we love the sheep. We forgive one another, and we get along with the pagans who are evil people on this earth. Hang in there. Hang in there. Now that you've got this, Let me know if you have any comments.